Today on Marilyn. We stumped Marilyn last time when we asked her to guess our mystery co-host. And today we're doing it again. Find out if she can guess the guess. Plus, what should you be cleaning this holiday season? Charles the Butler gives you a timeline for the month ahead. And finance pro Kelley Keehn lets you know how to manage your money for the next month, too. It all starts right now. Are you ready? Here's Marilyn.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. The countdown to Christmas and the holidays are on. What do you think of our festive set? Yeah. Well, later in the show, we're going to go behind the scenes to see how it all came together. She did a great job, Danielle, rocking it again. Danielle Hunter. Okay, everyone have a seat. Sit down. For the first time, no, not for the first time. This is going to be the second time. I have another mystery co-host today. I have no idea who this person is. Last time it was Howie Mandel. That surprised me. I tried to guess, and no one's speaking to me upstairs. Not even you. I'm not even getting eye contact from Jake. So let's do it again. Let's see if I can guess the guest, okay? Guess the guest. Okay. Are they coming in from that way? They're coming in from behind me. I don't like that. Already, I don't like it. I'm going to have the guests come on, but nobody can say anything to me. Come on in. Is the guest in? Okay, have we met before?
I hope so. Yes.
Yes. Do you live in Canada or the United States?
The United States.
Are you someone that I see on TV or TV? Do I see you on TV a lot?
Yes.
Have you ever been in the movies?
Will you be my agent?
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. What talent are you best known for?
Surprising Marilyn Denis. And also cooking.
And also cooking. Okay. Let me think. Are you a chef?
Yes.
Do you live in the United States, did you say?
Yes.
Oh my God, I don't know.
We fell in love over a great pair of boots.
Clodagh? No. Is it Clodagh McKenna? No. Oh my God, I don't know what it is. Come in.
Can I come into your
Yes,
house?
come.
I'm coming.
The boots, it was Stuart Weitzman boots,
Yes.
and you had these great boots on, and I went to New York and I bought the same boots.
Yes, we did. I'm great. I'm so happy to be here with you.
I'm so happy to see you. Okay, we've got so much to talk about. How many children now?
Four.
Four
Still
kiddos.
only four. Yeah.
I just saw you on Instagram yesterday when you were the baby. So how many? 4 kids. So what do you have? How
So
many?
we have our oldest Philomena, who's 5, John, who's 4, Nika, who's almost 2, and then Gigi, our baby, who's 3 months old this
Oh my
week.
God.
Full house. It's a full party.
Oh my man.
I had to not go on Instagram for the last day while I was traveling here.
Right.
I didn't want you to know I was coming.
So it was a couple days ago when you had the baby on it or something
Yes,
like that. I
yes.
follow her all the time.
We have fun there together.
We
I
do.
love
Oh
that.
my gosh. So
You look
let's try-
amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
Your set is gorgeous. Can I live here? This
Thank
is
you.
incredible.
So this is great. She's hosting a new Dr. Oz spinoff. Let's talk about that. I saw that. I went, woo!
It's so
good for you.
fun.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, no, so it's this show, The Good Dish, that we're in the market with right now. It's based off of a series, The Dish on Oz, we've been doing for the last year and a half.
That's right, yeah.
And the idea is it's 4 women hanging in the kitchen like we always do. Everyone, it's the heart of the home. Everyone gets together and dishes. You talk about your relationships and your life and your kids and your fun and anything going on in your day, but in a very uplifting, fun way with great recipes, which I think just makes for a good show.
Let's go to the kitchen right now.
let's
Okay,
go.
we're sitting in the kitchen. We're going to the kitchen right now. I'm thinking I couldn't. And the thing, the reason why you come in my head is like, she's so busy. She's so busy.
I always have time for you,
I love
Marilyn.
it. So we're going to do something. I don't even know what we're doing here, but you're making freezer-friendly holiday recipes.
They really tripped you up here.
No, they did.
Go
Last
out
time,
there
did you hear
and do your
about last time? It was Howie Mandel.
What happened?
And he came in. I had to guess who he was.
Yes.
Behind a screen. I had no idea.
That voice is so distinctive,
That is,
though.
but yours,
that modulator.
modulator was great. So,
I know.
I'm so glad to see you. I'm still in shock.
I'm gonna feed
Take
you
over.
now.
Take over. I'm so happy.
So
That's
the
great.
idea is, though, to save yourself a little time, do some make-ahead holiday meals today.
Yeah.
I wanted to show you 2 recipes that are near and dear to my heart, especially around the holiday season. First up are my granddaddy's stuffed artichokes.
Okay.
These are
Oh.
pretty epic. If you like, do you like artichokes?
I love artichokes, but I find them daunting.
Well, they
So,
can be a little scary and gnarly looking.
Yeah.
And I'm going to teach you how to make them fail-proof and easy for yourself.
Good.
And also something you can make up to 3 days ahead. I know that people really run into that final crunch time right before you have people coming over. This is something you can get done on Tuesday if you're having people over Friday. It's a really simple recipe that way. So the first thing you do is grab this the way it looks like in your supermarket, and you just trim off the top. Well, we get you some sharper knives for Christmas, Marilyn.
Okay, we'll do it. We need some sharper knives. Sign me up.
Put your back into it. You just want to trim down that top inch because that's that spiny part that no one's going to eat anyway.
Yeah.
And then you just carefully work around giving your artichoke a little
that's what you
haircut.
need to do.
Yep.
Right,
You just trim off these pointy, hard outer bits because they can poke your guests, and we don't want to leave with any injuries. And as you work your way around the whole base of it, then you just trim off. Again, it's just about getting rid of the gnarly bits because as much of the artichoke as possible you want to use. It is so beautiful in its own presentation, and also it's really good for you.
It's really good for you, yeah.
So then the first thing that I like to do when I'm making stuffed artichokes is steam them because that softens them up and loosens your leaves a little bit.
Okay.
So I did exactly what I did to this one earlier. I put it into, this is a nifty little trick if you don't have a steamer at home. I just put a colander over about 2 or 3 inches of water and let them steam for half an hour.
idea.
And that softens them up and gets them nice and juicy like this. And that, all you're looking for is, do the leaves pull apart easily like this? You want it tender but not falling apart because it still has to have its form because you're literally going to serve it in this vessel. So now's for the good part.
Okay, here comes the good stuff.
Okay, let's make some stuffing,
I'm so
shall we?
happy to see you. Daphne's here.
It's so fun.
Did your dad, did he know about this too?
No, I couldn't tell anyone.
You could tell anybody.
I could not trust anyone to keep. You don't understand. I've gotten like 50 emails. Keep this a secret from Marilyn has come up in my inbox so many times. I was never going to mess that
What
up.
a great, great secret. I'm so happy.
One trick that I do want to point out to you that I was so excited I forgot to tell you is my grandfather's sneaky trick is he takes the stems off of the steamed artichokes and just gives them a quick chop. They create this wonderful moisture into the stuffing mix. So you'll see that when you stuff them in, you actually get the taste of artichoke both in the stuffing and in the artichoke itself.
Because normally you would throw that out, right? We would do that right away.
Waste not, want not. But you do want to peel the stem down a little bit so you don't get too much fiber part.
Okay, good.
Come closer.
Okay, I'm
I
coming.
sense that you don't want to cook.
No,
Do
I
you
want
wanna
to cook. No, I do, but I want to give you space. I don't know where to go.
I don't want space. That's I have
You
to
look
tell you.
fabulous.
Can I just tell you, having 4 children, you have no space anywhere. Not the bathroom, not your car, not your kitchen, nowhere. So please come closer.
You know what? It just dawned on me that I knew you before baby one.
I almost said we've been friends since we were babies, but I thought that would really trip you up.
And I have to tell you that your family is so beautiful. How are you balancing it all? I mean, you got all the new show, you have 4 kids.
That's
great
very
husband.
kind of you. A great husband. A great husband. Actually, his cousins are in the audience with me today, which I'm really excited about.
It.
Yeah, but his
the family came.
I know. But you know what? I say this a lot. You take it one day at a time. You have to give yourself a lot of grace and have to be very gentle with yourself because some days you're an A mom and some days you're a B, sometimes you're a C, and the next day you can completely recalibrate. Don't take it too, don't take it too seriously. Have fun with it. I just added in to Italian spice breadcrumbs some shredded garlic, which I can do on a microplane, which keeps it really easy. Those minced stems that I told you about. Then I like to add in a whole bunch of shredded Parmesan or pecorino, even if you like that salty flavor.
Right. So far, so great.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then a little bit of olive oil just to make it sort of stick together and make it that wet, sandy consistency. And now let me show you how to do this jazz. So you loosen up these leaves, right?
Like loosen them up?
Yeah, just loosen them up, spread them a little bit, because we do not want to be stingy here. This is where the generosity of the holidays comes in.
Okay.
And you just stuff this beautiful stuffing. It's okay if it's a little dry, because you
Okay.
see we get plenty of moisture.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and this
Got
is the
it.
part that you're gonna do a couple days in advance, and the more that these breadcrumbs sit and soak up the chicken broth or veggie stock, if you wanna use that, and olive oil, the moister and more delicious and flavorful they become.
Okay,
So,
that's great.
Okay.
So it kind of seals it a little bit, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
just work your way around, put them all in there, and then the little trick that I do is I drizzle with some olive oil right on top.
If you would have said, when I was trying to guess who you were, if you would have said Stuart Weitzman, I would have known right away. And then the other thing that you said, make my cookbook dirty, I would have known it was you.
I did.
Because she gave me a cookbook, she said, I want to see food stains on that book of mine when I see you next time.
I
And that's
did.
so true.
Is it dirty now?
It is.
Oh, good. I'm so glad.
That meatloaf.
What should I? Oh, that
Love
poison
meatloaf.
glazed turkey
Oh,
meatloaf.
it's so good, yeah.
So good.
Okay.
So I just added some
Yeah.
chicken broth right on top, and I
Got
made
it.
sure to coat the bottom of the pan because you want that additional steaming action to happen.
What do you, okay, so let me open that up for you.
Thank you.
Get that. So when you're really using most of the artichokes.
You
like
don't
I-
understand. I've taken over this kitchen. Oh my goodness. For
Oh,
most,
there's another recipe in here. It
Here we
smells really
go.
good. It smells
Oh,
like cheese.
That is going to be.
Okay.
You're going to go crazy over that one.
You have to understand, I usually know what's happening on this show. I'm completely like, I don't know what's happening.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, here we come. Here we come. Here we come. Okay.
Okay, Daphne.
Now, will you do the great unveiling?
Ready? Got it? Okay, and ta-da!
Okay. So here's the tricky part. At the very bitter end of the cooking
Yeah,
process,
yeah.
you just take that tinfoil off
Yeah.
and let them broil for 1 to 2 minutes. That's how you get this gorgeous golden
Okay,
brown.
yeah.
Place this, and this is something else I love. How fun and like weird and festive and funny is this to
Yeah,
give to your
I
guests?
love it.
And everyone gets their individual portion if they love an artichoke, or you can have them share, which is another great way to, inspire
Yeah,
that
but
connection.
you made it look so easy to do. It always looks complicated to me, but not anymore. Look at that.
Look at that.
That looks great.
Now, if we didn't have to keep talking, I would tell you to put this in your mouth, but
No, I don't consider that.
I don't care. I'm going to eat this, obviously. This is taking me back to my grandfather's table. He still
Very
makes
good.
it better than I do. It is his
Mother's
specialty.
side, father's side.
My mother's side.
Yeah.
Irish Italian.
So cool. Oh, we gotta do it.
You know how to do this? Pull it against your teeth, eating.
Like that.
I love you so much.
So good.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do some,
so
let's do some
good.
mac and cheese, shall we?
Okay. All right. If
Okay.
we have to, let's do it.
Okay, so this is my cheesy butternut squash pasta bake.
Okay. Okay.
I cannot get over this recipe, you guys, and it's my own, so that's really crazy to say. It is literally easy as pie, but comes out, first of all, your whole kitchen will smell amazing. And if you have children who you're trying to get to eat vegetables,
Yeah.
this is one of my all-time favorite ways to sneak it in because most of the sauce is coming from this butternut squash, which is awesome.
Great.
And it makes it that gorgeous orange color, which they're used to from other mac and cheeses they might have had.
Yes.
So the first thing I do is grab, this is a butternut squash. Obviously, I've just halved it and scooped out the seeds. Give it a quick drizzle with some olive oil and a little bit of salt, which is here. And you just can rub that quick, give yourself a nice hand exfoliation as you go ahead and rub it around.
Very good.
Can I just say also, for me, being in the kitchen, part of why I enjoy it, part of why I have fun with it, is it's loose. Nothing has to be too precise.
Right.
You really should enjoy it. I like to try to channel my inner nonna, I say, my inner,
Yeah.
like, imagine you're, in the foothills of Tuscany, and this is you making your butternut squash, and you just keep it easy on yourself. Nothing too intense, nothing too crazy.
And so nobody kicked you out of the kitchen when you wanted to know. You bring them in and let the kids learn, right?
Completely. I got my hand slapped a few times, trying to stick some bread into that beautiful pasta sauce cooking on a Sunday afternoon. But that's kind of the fun of it.
Yeah, right.
I'm going over with a little bit of sage, a little bit of fresh thyme, and a little pinch of chili flake. You can leave that off if you really don't like it spicy. And then you'll see, keeping it easy on myself, I put 3 unpeeled cloves of garlic right on the sheet tray, and they're going to roast up and give me that sweet caramelized garlic flavor,
okay,
none of that
okay.
acrid, bitter aftertaste.
Okay, got
This
it.
goes into the oven just until the squash is fork tender.
And then here it comes.
Et voila.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this
Yeah.
is what it's going to look like, and you just want to be able to scoop the flesh out, like
There you
don't let me lose it. Just like that. That's all you're going to do.
That's it? Okay.
And then you can pop these cloves right out of their
Easy.
skins.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to puree in a blender. But imagine I'm doing this because I'm not
Okay.
actually going to make you listen to that. I'm
Okay.
going to puree the squash, the garlic, the ricotta cheese, and a little splash of cream, and a little bit of nutmeg, and some reserved pasta water. It's Speaking of which, we need
Now,
pasta, don't we?
let's talk about that. Why the reserve pasta water is the binding? Is that what it does?
Correct.
Yeah.
So pasta is obviously bread. It releases a lot of starch into the water, which makes it this beautiful viscosity. So it actually lends a lot of binder to the sauce. And you just want about 1.5 cups of that after you drain your pasta. Just make sure you save that, and that's what's going to make the base for your sauce. You can use broth if you didn't remember.
But you know, it's interesting now because now I will ladle a little bit of it in because it makes such a difference.
Yeah.
Whereas we were told to rinse it and do all this kind of stuff. You don't need to do that.
Do you know what's funny? Actually, people do ask about that all the time because they assume that you're either supposed to cook pasta with oil or rinse it when it's done cooking. Cooking pasta with oil means it can't drink up the sauce. So you get pasta where the sauce is always slipping away.
Pulling away from it, yeah.
So don't rinse it unless you're going to store it for later, and do not lose your sauce. This is that puree that I told you came from the...
That looks like cheese whiz,
Smell that.
which I love. But
Okay,
that
is
looks
that a
like
good thing? Is that what we like around here? And then I just cook.
Look at that. They wouldn't know that that's not
Right?
cheesy deliciousness.
Don't volunteer to them. Just let it happen.
What a great
Let it
idea.
go.
Yeah.
And then all I'm doing here is I cook that pasta till it's about 2 minutes al dente. So 2 minutes less than the package instructions because it's going to continue cooking in this greased baking dish that we have here. Now I layer in. Now here's where the magic happens. Okay, so I've got half the pasta going in first. Spread that around.
Feeling a layering moment.
Can I help? Can you help me with my
Sure,
layering moment?
Yeah, what is this?
That's Parmesan. We both
Okay.
have Parmesan.
Okay.
And a little Gruyere. Yes.
Oh,
Okay, now some big cubes. This is if you want that cheese pull moment, can I just tell you, this is where it's happening. Big hunks of beautiful mozzarella, low moisture mozzarella.
Oh, that's a good idea instead of being precious with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this is the holidays. This is not the time. Although we are keeping it a little bit lighter with that butternut squash
But
element.
that is really, I'm going to do that. That is so good.
So I feel like you make the meatloaf quite a bit, but what's your favorite at-home meal to make?
I'm learning how to kind of do my own spaghetti sauce.
Oh,
Like trying different kind of ways. You know, I'm married now since I last spoke to you.
Congratulations.
And now I'm
Very
a grandmother.
Congratulations.
And so
doubly
I know,
so.
'cause you've been visiting with me. And so my whole thing is that I'm really now thinking about, she's not on solid foods, obviously, yet, because she's only
she's a
like,
baby.
she's 6, she'll be 6 months old, but I'm thinking about, I want to do purees and things like that for her. Do you want to go in
Yes,
here?
right in here, and then
Yeah.
I have a swap for us to take out.
And I think to myself, I got to start cooking again, like full time. And I want to do healthy things, you know? So I turn to you. There you go.
Well, I would love to come over and get. Oh no, Marilyn, your gorgeous coat. No.
That's okay. Because Daphne Oz is here.
Just saving
Look
it
at
for
how
later.
delicious that is.
I was gonna say I will gladly come over. I have had some experience with the purees. I will gladly come over and help you make some
Yeah.
delicious purees for your grandbaby. I have to tell you as we dig into this because I do want you
Okay.
to taste this.
Okay.
And I also want you guys to see this cheese pull situation. That one of my favorite parts of becoming a grandmother, I'm not becoming a grandmother, I'm becoming a parent,
Yes.
has been watching my dad and mom and my husband's parents become grandparents. It seems like one of the most, if you just want to get down on the floor and play
Yeah.
with your grandkids and then hand them back when it's time
That's
for bath time and
exactly
dinner
right.
time and
you know
everything else.
what's great for us? You know what's great for us is to witness you, like witness my son playing with this little with this little girl and thinking, okay, that's the best. All right, Daphne Oz is my co-host this full hour. She just surprised me. If you just tuned in, I cannot believe. I'm so happy you're here. Go to Marilyn.ca for these recipes. She is here for the whole hour. We'll be right back. Daphne Oz is my co-host today. And she surprised you at the beginning of the show. It's been a long time. And you've met me in the green room.
We did?
That's
we got to
great.
hang.
That's great. And he's wonderful, too.
He's the best butler I've ever met in my whole life.
So we're talking about the holidays right now and the timeline. And you're going to help us, Charles the Butler, with the timeline.
I'm going to do my best.
The overwhelming Christmas. Now, we had great recipes from Daphne at the start just to get us ahead of the game.
Yes.
What else do you have?
Okay, so let's start with week one. First of all, get the Christmas lights up outside if that's something that you do.
And especially if it's mild.
Exactly. And you don't have to necessarily turn them on just because you put them up, but the weather isn't too cold yet, so let's get them up, first of all.
And test to make sure they work. Nothing's more frustrating that one bulb that goes out and the entire string won't work.
Exactly, exactly. Christmas cards, if that's something that you send, our holiday cards, it's time to go, for Canada Post.
When do you send out? When do you
Valentine's Day. That is the part that makes my heart go, wait, it's supposed to be done? Or we took our pictures this weekend.
Did you?
Yes.
So when do you send them out? Because there's American Thanksgiving is coming up next week. So when? Okay.
If I can get the cards in time, I would like to mail it by December 1. That would be great.
Ideal.
But,
Perfect.
You know,
Good.
It hasn't happened yet. It's a pipe dream.
Okay, so also things like shopping, for example, this is a great time to get the gift wrap, ribbon, Scotch tape, all that kind of stuff. Let's just get it, because you're going to need it.
Or gift bags and
Or
tissue.
gift bags and tissue. We
Just
all
saying.
love that.
Yeah.
And then, that chart of who you're giving gifts to, what might you want to give them, what store, what your budget is, and stuff like that. So kind of starting that list, just because it organizes you, what do I need to do when I'm shopping?
So Kelley Keehn's coming on this show, and she's all about the budget, right?
Exactly.
And I tell you, I don't know about you, do you shop this way? Let me know if you do. These are great gloves. Oh my gosh, I love them. I think I'm going to get a pair for me. There's no stopping, right?
I do that to my sisters. I'm like, she might like this, but if she doesn't, I love it. It's terrible. But you know what I love about this also is then you don't get suckered into buying something just because it's there.
Yes.
You can actually plan to get a meaningful gift people love and take advantage of not being strapped at that time when they jack the prices up right before.
And I think part of the secret is that because you're starting early, you're thinking of what to buy to try to buy them something that you think the person will like, versus I'm panicked. It's 3 days before whatever's in front of me. I'm just going to take.
You know, anybody that thinks that they can remember their list,
good luck.
you cannot.
As a butler, I used to keep the list for the employer that I worked for, and we would go back years and years, and it would all be on. So she would have this little book when she would go shopping.
I love this.
And so she would have the person's name, and I would put the year and what we gave them, and we would go 3, 4, 5, 6 years back. So she knew when she would open the kids. Okay, so little Johnny, he was in Lego, but he's no longer into Lego. He's now into books or whatever. And so she would write down, and then I would transcribe it for the next year.
This is amazing.
That's amazing. And then some people got, I'm sure, with these people, Hermes scarves and things like that.
Perhaps, yes.
Okay, Marilyn, ask the real question. How do we get on this list? This is the list to be on. This is amazing.
It's a great list to be on.
Your second cousin once removed Daphne on. Okay.
You remember her. She surprised Marilyn.
This is week 2.
So we're in the week number 2. First thing is, I think it's time to get the Christmas tree up inside the house. I think that it's time to think about what the food is. So what is your menu? Are you cooking it all by yourself? Do you have people that are going to help you? If so, making sure that everyone knows, Marilyn, you've offered to bring your famous, artichokes that are so great. You're bringing your mac and cheese for the kids, which is so great, kind of scenario, and make a list. And I think that if you're going to be cooking also, get the recipes organized, that you're not trying to think, what book is that recipe in? So I kind of like that kind of organization.
So what do you do? Like, does the Oz family all get together, and do you go?
We do.
Yeah, okay.
We do. So my mom is one of 6, and so we spend the holidays usually with her family, and there are about 40 immediate first cousins and relatives, so our table is chaos. And I think the hazard of being someone who cooks quite a bit is thinking you can do it all the night before or the day before. No. You set yourself up for disaster. I don't care how proficient you are in the kitchen. It's just not physically possible.
Right.
I love this. But my question is, if you're going to someone's house for the holidays and they haven't given you this menu, what can you bring that's not going to just totally derail their menu?
I think you need to ask. Because the worst thing is for, 7 people to show up with Jell-O molds. It's like,
for one person to show up with a Jell-O mold. Please. Oh, my gosh. I'm sorry. Ambrosia salad coming right up. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, but always ask ahead, but just in
always
case.
Ask ahead.
Just in case.
Yeah.
So for me, it's, usually an appetizer is something that always goes really well, or a side dish or something. Usually the host takes care of the main course.
Yeah.
Do you know what my go-to is if I don't know the person for any holiday entertaining?
Right.
A gorgeous loaf of bread and nice butter.
Love
It's
that.
just like, it's a simple thing. It doesn't interfere with their thing. They might not have thought of it.
That is brilliant.
It's just easy. And it keeps it easy on you.
Before we go, I just want to also say, for example, this is a great time to be able to also polish silverware if you are the person who doesn't use it. And I say if you use silverware, you don't have to polish it as often. But for those that don't, let's get it polished. And then, some kids, some families, they're going to have games. They're going to need to be able to distract people. Just get that all organized in a corner so that it's
smart.
just done.
Got it.
So, okay, so
That's
it's
funny.
now 2 weeks before. So, for example, this is a great time to do any holiday baking because some certain things can go in the freezer as holiday baking.
Is that what you do, about a couple weeks out, or?
I do logs of dough. I make like big batches of shortbread and cookie dough.
So that way it's just in the oven
and
at the
put it in
last
the
minute.
freezer.
So that's
You slice
perfect.
it up.
That's a great way to do it. Also, when it comes to shopping, to me, it's like all the non-perishables that you can start to buy. So whether it's potato chips or pop, or whether it's peanuts or salt, all the, you know, whatever you're going to need,
snackies.
just get that all done, because if you're going to need it, let's just get it done. And then also, you know what? This is the time to do the deep clean of the house.
Yeah.
And get it done, so that the few days before you're not doing a deep clean.
Okay.
What are you doing with your toothbrush?
Toothbrush, so that's really great, for example, when you're going around in the sink or going around the taps, where you've got that
That crud.
crud. I was trying to think of a more polite word, but that's all it is.
It's there. We know it's
Crud.
there. We got to get it so you can
Exactly.
Smart.
Okay, and this last one.
So it's the week of, and so this is now when we're going to go shopping for our produce. So this is all the perishable stuff.
Okay.
You know, you and I, Marilyn, we've talked about this before, about the charging station, because people come and say, you know what,
That's
I
a
need to
good
borrow a
idea.
plug.
It's
I
brilliant.
can't forget it, or where should I put it? And most people, they put it on their kitchen counter. Well, for Christmas, that's going to be the worst place because you need your counter space. So
Right.
find somewhere else in the house that's, you know, convenient, whether it's the living room, the family room, doesn't matter where, where people can use a plug and they've got access to a plug.
That's a
which makes
really
it
And I
great
love that it
idea.
gets the phone out of their hands. It forces people to just be present and be with
Exactly.
each other. I love this.
I love that also. Get the bathroom ready, you know, because we're all, you know, going to use that. Extra toilet paper, absolutely.
In a basket. They can get it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fresh flowers if you're going to have this week
pretty.
before. And then in front, I think the most important thing is, you know, that recycling and garbage kind of get that organized.
The
And I
station.
always say put like a list of what goes in which container, because it's different based on different locations. Like, for example,
Oh, different municipalities.
exactly.
That's right. That's
so
right.
in Toronto, for example, we can put paper and recycle like glass and jars and everything in one container. At my little house in Niagara, paper and jars and tins have to be separated. And so people don't know.
And nothing, as you're hosting, nothing makes you feel more scattered than people constantly coming over to pop you with questions of what goes where. Give people directives. Point to the trash can, point to the recycling. And I have to tell you, the bathroom cleaning, critical. People look into everything in your bathroom. Make sure you do this ahead of time.
Now,
Genius.
okay, one more thing I want to add to this.
Yes.
I do those throwaway towels.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because
No hand towels.
No hand towels because they get icky. That's all I have to say. That's what I contributed to this whole thing. That's what I contributed.
If you can find it to go with those hand towels, there's also a soap, which is like a sheet, and it's one use per sheet, like a leaf. It's great.
My children would eat those.
Yeah. More with Charles and Daphne when we come back. Look who's here, Daphne. Our surprise co-host, we got Charles the Butler, and please welcome personal finance expert Kelley Keehn. Do you have a lot of social obligations over the holidays?
Yes, it feels like they keep coming, which is great. I love it. It's the best time to socialize, but by the end of it, you're like, how many eggnogs?
And, you know, it's draining. It can drain your budget. It can drain relationships. It can do it. So we're going to talk about parties. You get invited to parties. Do you have a lot going on for the holidays?
So many.
Do
so
you?
many parties.
Why? I have 2. It's early, but I'm okay with that. I'm really okay with that.
It's only November.
It's early. Yeah, you'll be invited to lunch.
So because we brought you in because we want to talk about finances, and we want to talk about how can we save money, because you saw that chart on the last thing. You know, that's good to keep like a running kind of thought about how you're spending your money. But let's talk about just money in general. How can we save money?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're invited to those parties, and what most people don't realize is if you even had a budget for the holidays, you're probably going to blow it with hostess gifts, with bringing, little things here and there. And Marilyn, you're going to get invited to so many more parties. So here.
Ready? Look at me.
She doesn't want to.
Don't invite me.
She doesn't want
I got to get to bed at 7:30. Don't. Okay.
You want to be invited, but you don't want to have to go.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Well, and that's the thing. If you get invited to too many, and you can weigh in, Charles. Like, I think if your dance card is full, there's nothing wrong with saying, there's like, thank you so much. What would you say to that?
So I think from an etiquette perspective, it's really important because just because you get an invitation doesn't mean that you have to accept it.
That's right.
And so you can say, thank you very much, but I have an obligation that day.
Right.
Or thank you, we're going to be at the, our ski chalet or whatever.
People don't want to turn down people. I think that's
chalet.
It's the same woman.
We're best friends. I'm only hanging out with you from now on. This is amazing.
That was a previous client of his. So make homemade gifts for the hostess is one of those things,
So
right?
dollar stores, I think, are your best friends, right?
Yeah.
You're going to find jars that you can put spiced nuts
Sure.
in or what have you, or little things.
Homemade counts for so much in that way.
So much, doesn't it? Here's
Yeah.
something I
Thought,
love doing.
thought,
There's
yeah.
great picture frames at used stores or at the dollar stores. Print out a picture of your loved one. Go on their Facebook page. Print out a picture of their dog, whatever. Frame it. People love that as a gift. Wrap it up, and it's under $10.
I like the bread idea too with the
bread and the butter.
I
I'm
love
gonna
that.
do
Yeah,
that.
that's a great idea.
Easy. And or muffins for the next morning. You can be thoughtful of when they're not going to have time
That's
for
what I
themselves.
like to do when I'm entertaining, is to actually send them home with something.
Yeah.
Do like a
That's the
breakfast
extra
muffin.
mile. That's so
Yeah.
nice.
So let's talk about hosting a party. So saving money that way. There's
Okay.
some do's and don'ts.
So many do's and don'ts. So first, figure out what kind of party are you having. Is it flexible? Can it be a brunch? Can it be a lunch? You're going to save so much more. If that's not possible and you want to do an evening thing, is it going to be sit-down dining or is it going to be a buffet? You can save 50% on a buffet.
You say buffets save you 50% on average.
Absolutely. So,
Wow.
but here's the tips with the buffets, okay? Like they do, and you
Yes.
can weigh in if this is all right, Charles. Like they do at the buffets, put the inexpensive items at the beginning. Put the salads and put the
pastas.
the pasta salad, all that type of stuff. So as they
You're
lead
filling
up, exactly. Serve your hors d'oeuvres. People are much less likely to take a bunch if you're serving.
The reverse.
No one wants to come to my holiday. Sorry.
I'm already ski chalet. The reverse
Dear
is true.
Kelly, I'm sorry I
Dear
can't
Kelly, my dance card is full. I'll be at my ski chalet. I'm so sorry to miss your party. Love you.
Okay.
One thing that I found is true for myself. It stresses me out less, which I think everyone enjoys your party more if you are the not stressed out host. They take their cue from you.
Yeah.
Less is more. People are not coming to your house to have an a la carte meal. They want one thing that you love to make or one thing that you love to serve. Do it your way and simplify. I can't
agree.
stress that enough, and I think it'll save you money too. The worst thing for me is going around trying to get like every herb because I might make a salad, and
Right.
it's just crazy.
Yeah.
From an expense perspective, and it's too much. I agree with simplicity.
Okay, let's talk about gifts. How can we save money on gifts? You saw that kind of chart,
Yes.
which I loved.
Absolutely.
From the lady who
So-
brought you the Hermes scarf and the ski chalet. But I know like 3 years back who I gave it to and how much.
You do?
Yes, I do.
That is
You have it in
absolutely-
here?
No, I've got it written down.
That's
It's in a little
incredible.
file. Because you know what? I could go rogue.
Right.
Or rogue, and I don't want to repeat, you know?
You could repeat or re-gift. Have you ever
Yeah.
given someone back the gift they gave you?
But I think that the most important thing when you're going to give a gift, I think, is that you have to really think about what would the person like, and you're actually trying to buy for them. And I mean, you made a very funny comment, amongst us, I think, about your sister, and buying something for your sister. Well, she doesn't like it. I'll take it. That goes great with family.
I'm not
but
a good sister.
But
I'll be better. I will be better.
But I think it's important that we're trying to buy for the person, make the person happy.
Yeah.
And I've said this on your show since the day we've talked about this. Just because someone spends a lot of money doesn't mean that you have to spend the same amount of money. You stick within your budget. There's not a competition because you bought me the Hermes scarf that I have to buy something of equal value.
Okay, that's why Secret Santas are so good.
Secret Santa is so important. That is definitely a great way to
Yeah.
go. And really getting online for the deals, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all that type of stuff. I shouldn't say my husband, because I don't, my husband loves to go on Facebook and Kijiji, and he gets stuff that isn't even opened. And you can consider selling your stuff on there too, right? Gift cards are great, but when you have a little note in your Christmas card, ask the person that you're giving it to put a little reminder in their Outlook calendar of where they put the gift card and what the gift card is for, because we forget about them, right? And then you find it.
A lot of people don't consider those gift cards as cash.
Yeah, and
then
it
it gets
is.
lost.
And they
Okay,
are.
one other thing, and I'll say we have 30 seconds. We really don't, but I'm going to take it. Thank you notes are so important. Even if you write them on an email, saying thank you means everything.
I'm so grateful you said that because I am the person that's like, if I don't write it on my stationery and this special ink and I forget about it and then I never send it, and that is the worst
That's
possible
worse.
thing. Don't make perfect the enemy of good, right? Or the enemy of done.
Remember, a text is not a way to say thank you.
Except texting.
But email, first of all, a card is wonderful.
Yes.
But, email is now the social way that we correspond. So an email is fine, but you can't just say, thanks for the scarf, Marilyn, ! That's not a thank you note. You still have to write it properly in the email.
What am I saying?
Well,
Thanks for the
example,
scarf, Marilyn! Exclamation point, but it's in an email.
Thank you so much for the Hermes scarf. The blue is my favorite
Yes.
color. It's going to go with my coat.
Good to know.
You know,
It goes with everything. I can't wait to wear it all
Exactly.
winter long.
Okay, thank
See
you,
next
Kelley. Thank you,
Christmas.
Charles. Thank you. And Daphne's coming back. Sharing some of her family's favorite holiday traditions. I'll be right back. Hello, Daphne Oggs is my surprise co-host today. Keep yelling, I'm so excited. All holiday season, we're asking our experts to please share their holiday traditions. Daphne's is a Christmas pecan Kringle. Do tell. Delish.
So I think I mentioned my mom is one of 6. There's always a bunch of family around the holidays.
Yes.
And our Christmas morning tradition is always this pecan brown sugar Christmas Kringle.
Oh, okay.
It is easy, easy, easy. It perfumes your kitchen. And it's also one of those things where it's like, you don't want to be thinking about making 12 different breakfasts for 12 different people. This is the one thing that everyone's going to enjoy and have fun with.
Good cup of coffee, good cup of tea, right?
Oh,
Delicious.
yes. Oh, and that's the other thing is it's as good at night as it is in the morning.
Yeah,
It's a lot of
yeah,
sugar
yeah.
to start your normal day with, but think of it like a donut.
I could do that.
So what I'm doing here is creaming together some softened butter,
Yeah.
a little bit of cinnamon, again, just perfuming it with those sort of pumpkin pie spices, a little bit of nutmeg, some vanilla, and going ahead and giving that a quick toss together because this is going to be the filling for this Kringle. I use store-bought puff pastry. Save yourselves a bunch of time.
Yes, good
Don't
to know.
bother, don't bother. I mean, unless you really like to make puff pastry from scratch and you have a lot of extra time on your hands, don't worry about it. And then when you grab those
Sure.
pecans,
Yep.
just some chopped pecans can go right
go right in there?
Yeah, go right in there.
You want the whole thing?
Yep, do it.
Go.
There we go.
Some on the floor.
Lovely. More nuts, the better.
Okay.
And you can add raisins if your family likes that. Think about a cinnamon roll, whatever you might like to
Yeah.
find in a cinnamon roll, that's what you do here. And once that's all combined together, ooh, even just that by itself,
Here you go.
delicious.
Want that?
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
So now here's the thing. I took a square of puff pastry, I rolled it thin. You can see it's about a 1/4 inch thin. And then I just grabbed this mix and I cut it lengthwise into 2 strips. This is how we're gonna make our wreath. I go, and don't overstuff here. Remember that, your temptation is to just go overboard, and you actually want to have just enough that it's not spilling out the sides, but that every bite gets plenty of nuts and plenty of brown sugar and just a touch of that lovely butter.
Delicious.
Okay, living my best life here. And then here is the trick. You're gonna do what's called a trifold. So you're basically taking one and fold it over, wrap the blankie around the baby, and the other using your egg wash. This is just an egg that we whipped together. That's gonna be your glue here to seal the puff pastry. Again, being just enough to let it seal, not too much. Fold it over like so, and give that a quick press. That's one side of your wreath. Hop it over to your baking sheet. And then the same happens with this. You know how to do it. I kind of want to eat it, don't you?
Yeah, it's so good.
Okay.
So good. But that's why I'd have it for breakfast. I made an extra one for me.
Just by myself.
But you know what? I bet you it is
Look at
aromatic.
you, Bob Ross. Do
Come
it.
on, come on.
Ah,
Okay.
gorgeous.
I bet you it's
You're the
aromatic.
crafty grandma now. I love it. There we go. It is aromatic. And then these guys go do-si-do, a little bit of extra,
Okay.
just because you need to seal and crimp the 2 edges together. And if you're doing this at home, you're not pressed for time. You take your time here and make it lovingly, seal it up like this.
I see.
Now, the only important thing to remember is this has to go into your refrigerator for half an hour so that butter solidifies again and gets solid. And then after it comes out of the refrigerator, you brush it with your egg wash. Come on down here.
Okay.
You pop that in the oven. It's going to turn golden brown like so. That puff pastry is going to rise up.
Oh, my
The
gosh.
butter inside is going to melt and make it extra juicy on the inside. Obviously, the pecans become caramelized with that brown sugar. But then
Yes.
let's gild this lily a little bit, don't you
Sure,
think?
yeah.
So I've got confectioner's sugar here with a touch of cream. And you want a little bit of, that wasn't enough cream, I don't think. I need a
don't
little
either.
bit more.
You need more cream.
Well,
Bring out
fly
the
out the cream. Anyway, imagine, if you
Any
will.
more cream back there?
Any cream?
Come on,
okay.
bring it.
In the fridge,
In the
in the fridge. Go to the fridge. Quick, Marilyn, quick, run to the fridge.
Where's the cream? I found the cream.
Okay, good.
Oh, gotta find the cream. Yeah, it's a cream.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Okay, cream it is. Thank you so much. And a little bit of,
Isn't it funny that the host of the show doesn't know where the refrigerator is?
that's why you have your butler.
Look for the food cells. Where's the food cells? Okay.
Okay, here we go. Now, that's the consistency we're talking about. And honestly, if you don't feel like going this step, just dust it with a little confectioner sugar. That's just as good. And we drizzle. Yes, madam.
Daphne.
Yes, and wait, we're not done.
Wait, we're not done.
But
Hang
wait,
on.
there's more. Bam.
Here.
A little pinch of flaky sea salt.
Is that what that? Oh, that's delicious.
Okay, now,
of
hang
course.
on.
This is what I love about her. She makes me eat all of the great food.
Come on. Oh, that's
Daphne's complete recipe is on Maryland.ca. Here I go, everybody.
Christmas morning Kringle right here, you guys.
back with Daphne Oz, my surprise co-host today. Anytime.
So much fun.
Anytime. If I have to drive down to New York and pick you up, I will.
I love it.
As promised, here is a behind-the-scenes look at how our set designer, Danielle Hunter, created this year's magical holiday set. Watch this.
I'm always trying to pull a Christmas theme together. Now that we've done quite a few, it's hard to sort of nail down what could be different. Last year's Christmas was a little bit more formal, so this year I thought I'd try something more fun. And this year's theme is elves and candy canes. This is our candy cane store entrance. This is the theme starter. Making oversized candy canes isn't an easy job. It isn't. The trees this year are from Canadian Tire. Something different. We went with fake trees.
The Christmas trees you got that were pre-lit. Awesome.
I know, it makes everybody love me. Pre-lit trees, it's the only love I got this year. Everybody here was thrilled to find out that we had 12-foot pre-lit trees that saved a lot of our time. Pre-lit trees, pre-lit trees. I never knew how important tape would be to my decorating life. It comes in every color, so you can create a lot of things just with a simple thing like tape. We're gonna try and DIY a candy out of a noodle. This is not a trick. It's Christmas time, but you know what? Pioneer Pools is still awesome because you can get pool noodles, but not because we're swimming around the set. We are going to make oversized lollipops out of pool noodles. Our senior guest coordinator, Chris, is our mascot elf that helps out during the 10 days of giveaways. Well, see that house I built you? Oh, we created a house for him that he can maybe every once in a while surprise people with an extra gift during maybe the giveaways. Well, if you're gonna have a Christmas theme and it's candy canes and elves, I think that a little elf on the shelf is the perfect touch. My favorite place to go for finishing touches for the set is HomeSense. It really is the fun and the color and the texture to the set. The other thing that worked out really well is from IKEA, this wrapping paper turned into these candy cane sticks, which is PVC pipe 4-inch wrapped in the paper. Lollipop prototype, maybe something. I don't know. We're trying. John Sanford is a very important person in my world. I can't make something look great without his lighting. I cannot do this job alone. Everyone who does help me is so important to what I do, and it means a lot to me. She's very talented, but if she wasn't funny, she'd be out of here. To have everybody join in and see a vision and have it come to completion, for me, is a huge deal. Can I tell you how amazing Justin is? Yeah, that guy. Everybody here is always so helpful, and it's actually a really fun week to work here. It's one of my favorite times of the year, and that's why. Everybody has worked really hard. They've helped pull the vision together. I think they're good to go.
You brought up. Here's what I think is so interesting about Danielle. Danielle does our Halloween set, and then a couple of weeks later, she's got to do this set. So you are an amazing woman. Thank you so much. And then all the other shows in between. This custom rug that we're standing on is a beautiful addition to the set. You want to tell us about this beautiful set?
Amongst all the great things that happened in the season and to help us put the set together, the guys at Spears Broadloom have made us 3 round rugs for our set for Christmas. So I'm very appreciative. Yes.
That's nice of them to do that. That's because you're such a nice person. You can find unique home furnishing, decorations, and gift ideas at Toronto's one-of-a-kind winter show. And you're all going to go home with tickets for that. It goes from the 23rd to the 1st of December. Daphne Oz, I love you.
Love you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Show, show, show. Show, show, show. Hey, bye, everybody.